we are going to be talking about what is going on in the market and what I see happening today. As all of you know, or a lot of you know, I didn't trade. I stayed out of the market yesterday. I kept my cash. And I am looking for that big position, or I'm looking to get into a big position in the market sometime either today or maybe tomorrow. I don't, or maybe Monday. I don't know, but maybe today is the day that we get into the market. I'm just gonna wait for a few of you to get online so we can start talking. And I think we should be good to go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Wish you the best. Thank you for that. We're trying to make some money moves. We're trying to recover some of the losses. Good morning, everyone. Great seeing you all here. There's a few things that I wanted to talk about today since we have a little bit of time pre-market, and we're not going to be looking at ticker symbols for at least another 10 minutes. A few things I wanted to talk about and I wanted to cover. These are the ticker symbols I was looking at today. We're going to get that out of the way really quickly. And what I am going to talk about is, what do you do when the market is going red, or when you feel like we are in a bearish market? Now, as of today, we're not in a correction. Well, I think we are actually in a correction. Let me take a look at how much we have dropped. We're not technically in a correction, but it definitely feels that came around this time around due to just all the retail investors continuing to buy the dip. Made a lot of people lose money, including myself, right? You keep buying the dip and the dip keeps dipping. And that's just something that we kind of looked into, and the dip just, kept dipping. There's been like at least 15 dips since Feb 19th, right? Since that first dip after the high. So there's been quite a lot of dips, but there are strategies that you can use to minimize your losses. Now, these strategies unfortunately go against human nature. So it's weird, but they go against human nature, right? A lot of people have trouble shorting the market or buying puts. And if you guys are one of those people, put it in the comments below. I know I am sort of one of those people. It's taken me a long time to become comfortable shorting the market. Or even buying puts against something. It almost feels like it's unethical. I mean, it's not unethical at all. I mean, if the market is going down and I want to make money, that is kind of, a way that I could make money. Of course, I could catch those one-off stocks that are rocketing in the midst of to short the market. And it almost goes against, making money in the stock market. So I wanted to go over a few easy ways. See, there you go. I'm horrible at puts. I need to learn. See, I mean, it's just something that is against human nature. We as humans look for growth. We want to look for, if there's anything that's going to make us money, we want to work for it. We want to see the work. So we love, when the market is going up. When the market is going down, it's just hang tight, right? And what's ended up happening with all the retail investors this time around, what's unique is Reddit has really affected all the retail investors, right? So the GameStop short squeeze, the AMC short squeeze, the Nokia short squeeze. I feel like these things have now imprinted in us almost, or embedded in us, the buy the dip mentality. So every time the market dips, people start buying. And the market has bailed us in the past to where when we bought the dip, we were very successful. In fact, this portfolio grew crazy. The market was. We literally made the 50,000 and then we lost the $50,000 in this portfolio, or a little less than 50,000, whatever it was, whatever the number was. But so there's a few reasons that I'm doing this. Obviously, losing $50,000 is a lot of money, and losing money is a lot. Is something that we don't like, but there's a reason. Is a smaller portfolio. I have a much larger portfolio in the market that I don't show you guys. The challenge here, or the idea here, is to take this money and turn it into $1 million in 2021. And there's many ways we can do that, even if the market is going down. And those are the things I want to talk about today, because I really do see, I don't know, of course I'm not certain, I can't predict the future, but I do see a chance of the market declining further. And there's money to be made, and there's money to be made to short the market, meaning the easiest way to make money where you don't have to buy puts against something, because I know that buying puts against something goes against a lot of people's like almost like ethics or morals. But there are other ways to short the market where you don't have to buy puts. And for the past week, I want to say for the past week, I have been covering SQQQ and SPY for a while. Okay, I have been covering SQQQ and SPY for a while. I do see y'all's comments. I am gonna start talking about ticker symbols in just a second. So keep those ticker symbols in the comments. We will get to them. But in the meantime, I just really want to take a moment and explain how betting against the market works, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is the easiest stock you could probably buy, which is the SQQQ, right? The SQQQ has gone up significantly over the past 3 weeks. So as the market went down, the SQQQ is almost a hedge against the market. So it bets against the market, but you're not buying puts, so you're not buying against anything. You're buying into a fund that is then leveraging itself against the market. So that's something that I think is very important to consider. Now, I think pre-market here on Robinhood has opened, because I do see the numbers rolling. You guys can't see that because it's on another screen, but I will share. We may not see the SQQQ hit a high in the next week, but what we will see is we will see a little bit of money in the SQQQ. And of course, for those of you guys who are members, I do post alerts and I tell you guys when I am buying. And I actually want to show you guys a couple of things, and explain to you why I did the things that I did. Okay, now I lost about $50,000, which is, in the grand scheme of things for me, it's not a big deal. But I do want to show you guys something and explain why I did that. It's the volatility index, and it works basically on fear. And every time there's fear in the market, now fear in the market is not always just going down. You want to bet against the market. This is a pretty easy way to make money in the short run if you feel like there is some sort of panic, or even better, some sort of uncertainty that is coming to the market. So the VIX moves very, very very fast, but it moves on uncertainty. So I want to show you guys right here. And today the VIX is sitting at 3190. So we had a huge increase in the VIX. So that means people are getting nervous, people are getting edgy. This is something that is happening. If you look at the MACDs, they're all buys, right? And so these are things that you need to take into consideration moving forward. If you have not looked into SQQQs or buying SPY puts or the VIX, this would be something that we lost money, and that's just the honest truth. That is where we are in the market, right? But the reason that we want to discuss all of this is we want to start educating and putting these things in our portfolio just to hedge against any future damage that may occur to the portfolio. Yes, the market is up a little bit, but we're gonna wait until I would say at least 30 minutes into market to get a clearer direction. But with that being said, these are things that we do need to consider. So we're gonna be looking into VIX, we're gonna be looking into SQQQ, we're gonna be looking at shorting, so buying maybe some puts on SPY. We're gonna be looking at oil and gas. Now, for those of you who've been following me for a while, you do know that I sold my ExxonMobil calls a couple of days ago at a beautiful profit. However, I do have a little bit of FOMO now because I sold them and Exxon is just doing great. Oxy, Exxon, all of them are going to be doing really great in 2021. Sometimes you can't catch them all, right? Which is okay. Sometimes you have to enter at a higher price point. You have to look at the momentum. You have to look at the volume. You have to address trends. You have to do a few things before you can jump back in with confidence. And ExxonMobil right now is looking good. I won't lie. ExxonMobil is looking good. I may consider buying ExxonMobil today, even though it is at a high. Now, with that being said, I want to show you what ExxonMobil is looking like, right? So this is XOM. I probably sold out of XOM somewhere around like here, right here. I did miss out on a couple of dollars, but we are gonna jump back in, so we're not worried. There's no need for FOMO. Even if you sold something cheaper and it is trending now, there is momentum, there is some volume, you can always jump back in. That's the best thing about trading, right? Especially if you're day trading. So I personally did not day trade for the longest time, and I just started day trading just because I realized that I can preserve or save a lot of money in my portfolio. I love growth stocks, I love long-term stocks. This is initially why we started this channel, and we wanted to invest in growth stocks. But now it seems like the market is in a place where day trading is going to be a little more profitable, and the fact that you can get in and out of stocks every day gives us a little more certainty and peace that we can close the day at a small profit or a small loss or a big profit and a small, whatever it is. We have to learn to close out our days every day, and that's just because of where we are in the cycle, right? There's a lot of uncertainty. Everybody's panicked. Everybody's anticipating this crash to come due to inflation, due to whatever Biden, due to whatever the reason may be. There is a lot of uncertainty, and where we always think that buying the dip is the best thing. But for the hedge funds who have clients who invest billions of dollars with them, they don't want. What's up happening is they sell, and that's what's happening right now. The hedge funds moved out of tech. It's too risky. They moved into other asset classes, and this is kind of what we are seeing and what is happening with the movement, with the shift of money. And hedge fund money is big money, guys, right? So with the shift of money, that is what we are seeing right now. So that is literally what we are seeing. Should we hold on to tech stocks? Start buying up a lot of recovery stocks like airline, cruises, a little bit against the market. So we may have a bull day today, we may have a green day today, so which means we may place that trade finally that we're trying to place in this portfolio. I just haven't seen the volume come in yet. Yeah, right. And the Fed spoke yesterday. There was a little bit of uncertainty around that. I think there's going to be a little more uncertainty moving forward, maybe for the next 3 weeks. In fact, there's going to be a little more uncertainty, so we are going to have to be careful how we trade for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, this could totally be a bull trap. So on Monday we had a beautiful bull trap, right? And we actually managed to exit a couple of positions on Monday because I felt like it just wasn't right. The volume wasn't there, things weren't moving. So what ended up happening on Monday was exactly that. It was a bull trap. The volume was low, market was going up for no absolute reason. And that could be exactly what happens today. So we can't get caught up and stuff like that. We have to kind of monitor and see where things are going. So ExxonMobil actually touched $60, which is amazing. And congrats to anybody who is holding ExxonMobil. I would actually consider exiting at $60 and waiting for a low. But I don't know if that's going to happen with oil. Oil is just on a tear over the past couple of weeks. So that's something that we're going to have to look out for. And that's something that we're just going to have to watch, I guess. And, once the market opens, when is market open, guys? I'm talking to you guys, but I don't know where market open is. And then the other thing we need to look at and get comfortable with, for those of you who are not invested in crypto, I don't want to tell you guys that, you have to invest in crypto. No, you don't have to invest in crypto. But crypto is a trend, and it is not going away, right? So if you are uncomfortable investing in Bitcoin, if you're uncomfortable investing in Ethereum, there are other ways you can invest in crypto. And a good example of that is CleanSpark, right? So you get CleanSpark. CleanSpark is a company that does multiple things. CLSK is the ticker symbol, I believe. Let me just take a look. Yeah. So CleanSpark is a company that does multiple things alongside mining, right? And so these are things that we need to look at. SOS. Let's take a look at SOS. I personally do not like SOS, but I'll take a look at it because I know a lot of people are invested in it or want to invest in it or whatever it is, right? So we're going to take a look at that. Hold on. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got 2 charts. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know we had that function here. And it seems like we are very close to market open. Are we close to market open, guys? Is market opening anytime soon? Hold on, I don't have the time on me. Okay, so it does seem like market is opening in the next 15 minutes. So we're going to watch out for that. A few more candles. SOS does seem to be trending up. So we're gonna keep a look at that and make sure that we're looking out for things that we want to buy. Let's take a look at ATNX. Any ticker symbols you guys want to look at together? Let's take a look at them. Okay, so this is actually over. It's a little hot right now. I would wait for it to cool down, but it does seem like it is trending upwards. Not enough volume for me to say I like it. Too much selling, too little buying as far as movement, and the gaps are huge. If it fills gaps by open, I'd look at it. I'd be comfortable looking at it for sure. Hold on, let me take a look at it here as well. I'm just gonna take a look at it really quickly and see. Okay, we're gonna need to wait for this to cool down. There's just not enough volume right now for me to be able to tell you how it's doing. We'll look at it closer to market open. Let's do that, okay? We'll look at ATNX closer to market. Let's check out FRX. I'm trying to see. I like FRX. It's already looking pretty good. It does seem to have filled gaps. It does seem to be trending upward. Low 10, 11. So it's already moved up pre-market a little bit. It looks good. I like it. MACD is good. RSI is looking okay. It's a little overbought, but I mean, that's completely normal where we are, I guess, in the market. So SLGG was huge. We actually talked about SLGG the day before yesterday, I believe, and then yesterday we talked about exiting SLGG. I personally did not invest in it, but we did talk about entering and exiting SLGG, and I think they're going to continue to tear it up long term, because I mean, if you look at their chart, let's look at SLGG, right? Their chart actually looks very beautiful for even a long-term play. So let me just go here on the daily and see if I can oh wow, it's still looking pretty good, guys. The volume is there for sure. Let's look at the 1 week. Okay, let's look at the 1 year is what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so they're a fairly new company. Okay, you can't see it here, or actually maybe you can. Hold on, let me zoom this way, because I wanted to show you guys, like, from IPO. They IPO'd at $11. Hold on, let me check what the date here was. 2019, right? So they IPO'd in 2019, dropped, stayed flat, dropped in fact to $1.30. It says here. Over here it says a little lower, and then drove back up to $8. So it is recovering very nicely. The volume in SLGG is just looking phenomenal. So that's something I am liking. I'm taking a look at the 1 minute just to see what the MACD. Jake, was it you that talked about MACD 2 days ago? And it was looking good, man. The day you brought it up, I think it was you. And the day you brought it up, the volume was just beautiful. The market was tanking. SLGG was looking good. So that is something that, for sure is recovering. Gen. Let's take a look at Gen. I'm just going to zoom out. Very gappy. Although the volume for lines are looking good too. We're gonna have to come back to this when market opens. Definitely a lot of buys. To look into that for sure. Mohawk Group Holding, MWK. Let's take a look at MWK and see where we're at with MWK. By the way, I like Gen. I think Gen is gonna make a good move today. Let's just continue watching the candles, and we're gonna take a look at Gen for sure. Too gappy, not enough volume. RSI is meh, not so special. The MACD is, it's all right. I like Gen more than I like MWK, that's for sure. Hey, what's up? Assalamu alaikum. What's up, buddy? You have the same name, just like me. Rolls Royce, you want to take a look at Rolls Royce? Let's do hours. Let's take a look at what the 30-minute looks like. so that we can get into, are we auto? No, I want to look at extended hours as well. So let's see if we can take a look at extended. No, we are on extended. Hold on guys, let me the RSI does look good on it though. The RSI is a buy according to, according to technicals, but we'll take a look. Ooh, look at CCIV fly. CCIV at this price I think is still cheap. I think it's a good long-term hold. So for those of you who are looking to hold long-term, I think CCIV, what else? Open. Let's take missed our opportunity to get into open, guys. Let's actually, you know what we're gonna do? Let me open up my portfolio so that you guys can take a look and see. With the portfolio, we have 8 minutes left to go. This is what the portfolio is looking like. We're up 4%. In the grand scheme of things, that's nothing. We're still losing about $50,000 or more. Let's look at open. Open opened up at 24. We sold open at 29. So I'm definitely jumping back into open. 300 shares. I actually am okay with them missing earnings, Irfan. Open, I think, is a beautiful long-term play for me, so I am going to jump back into open. I might trade some options. I haven't decided yet. And like I told you guys, I'm not going to be trading for the first 30 minutes. So for those of you who are members, you'll get my alerts after 30 minutes when I buy or sell. So I'm just going to watch. I think, the first 30 minutes is going to give us a much better idea on what trading is going to look like today. So open door looking good for me. I can definitely enter open door at 24 or 23 or $22. I think it's looking good. The first 30 minutes will give me a better idea as to Python. We don't like. I personally do not like Python. I do have Python in another portfolio that I have, just not for this portfolio. My average cost on Python is 160, and it's currently trading at $100. So all my calls expire towards the end of the year. So I always thought that this could happen and this would happen, and for that reason, I only trade longer term calls. I don't have short-term options. Well, I do have some short-term options, but those are really nothing high dollar value. Like I'll buy one option here, one option. That's about it. APH. Let's take a look at APH and see how APH is doing. Was APH ever a part of this portfolio? I'm trying to remember. Since I'm off my, I'm not gonna get a good idea on what volume was looking like with APH. So I would rather just wait and see how the market opens to give you a just because of the crypto stuff going on. It's nothing to do with. Look at that. That's exactly why the portfolio has gone up. It's gone up because Bitcoin went up, basically. Every time Bitcoin goes up, portfolio goes up a little bit. Every time Bitcoin goes down, portfolio goes down. So a couple of things I did want to talk about. Let's talk about SPACs really quickly. SPACs have nowhere to go. So SPACs have very, very limited downturn now. And I actually think that if I was going to invest, today, I would invest in a lot of SPACs, because there's a lot of SPACs right now that are at $10, which is basically residual value, right? So they're not going lower than 10. So I would definitely look at RAAC to be part of my portfolio. I would also look at SFTW and enter that in my portfolio as well. Limited downside, unlimited upside. And then I would also invest in NSPR. I would invest in all of these. NSPR. And see if this is a SPAC. Yes, this is a SPAC for sure. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Huh. I was almost certain that GHVI was a SPAC. Let's see what else we got as a SPAC. $5 is not SPAC material. What else do we have here? By the way, for those of you guys who are into like energy and nuclear and all that, Lightbridge is actually at an amazing buying point right now. But okay, let's talk about things that I am interested in. Okay, I'm going to talk about things that I'm interested in. The buck. So BNGO I think is really good to buy right now. It is currently below. Oh my god, look at that, man. BNGO is looking fine, mighty fine, super cheap at $7.40. NDM also looking good for Lightbridge. Highs were at $9. So you're I'm looking at more speculative. Fubu is good as well. Grow Energy is good as well. EXPI is also good to enter. Tesla Holicity by a new Holicity at $20. And this is something I wanted to show you guys, by the way. Okay, let me see if I can find this. And I want to talk about the money that we lost and you know what is going on with that, right? Because you guys need to see. And I'm quickly going to go over this. We have 2 minutes to go over this. I'm going to go over it before market opens so that I can show you guys what is going on. Look at that, me, and there's me, Kevin, right next to me. That's pretty cool. Where do we go? Your channel. Okay, so we go to your channel, then we go to community. By the way, for those of you guys who are wondering how to join, you hit this join button right here. Once you hit this join button, you guys get all my alerts, right? Whatever those alerts are, you get all my alerts when I'm buying, when I'm selling, and so forth. And I'm gonna share like just a few alerts, right? So these are all alerts. These are only, and they go out to members. So for example, you know, I just sold Ethereum at 1602. We bought this at 1479 the day before. So here, the day before, I just bought Ethereum. I bought $5,000. ASR at $1.56. I just sold all my options, all my open shares at $30. I will get back. Here you go. There's more alerts. I just bought BNGO, and I just bought NNDM. I like those stocks. I still continue to like them. I bought more BNGO and I bought more NNDM. But what I wanted to show you guys here, sold all my positions in these companies, right? And the reason I did that is at the time I did not have cash reserves and I was noticing a huge downtrend in the market. So I alerted the market that, hey, I'm not going to be selling all my stocks. I'm just going to be selling a portion so that I can get up to $25,000 in cash so that when the market goes down, I go shopping. Now, did I anticipate my alerts? That's the button right there is looking like. Let's go. All right, let's do it. Here you go. All right, so open door at market open. We are seeing a 5% drop, and this is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. You know why this is beautiful? Because we today I am look at that sell candle and look at the gap. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, it filled the gap, but look at that sell candle. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted. Okay, now let's look at SQQQ because we did talk about SQQQ earlier today. Look at that buy candle, guys. Look at that buy candle, guys. In order to make the big bucks. Okay, we're going this first candle to close here. Oh, this is a 5 minute, no wonder. Okay, let's go on the 1 minute to see where we are. Okay, things are looking good, guys. So VIX, let's just quickly go over everything we need to before we call the live down. And for those of you guys who haven't smashed that like button, YouTube algorithm, and baby. Okay, SPY selling off, SQQQ buying. So guys, you guys should have a pretty good indication on where the market is going, and you know, this should give you guys a clearer picture on what Friday is going to look like. By the way, SPY is going to break. If SPY falls below 377, breaks 377, we are in free fall mode. Oh, I don't know why the stream keeps buffering, but we should be diligent on the stocks that I want to buy today, and I will alert you guys as soon as things happen. But just look at the direction the market is going. Once again, if SPY breaks 377, we are in free fall mode, officially in free fall mode. Okay, so it does look like we are gonna get there fairly quickly. I wonder if we're gonna get there while this live stream is still on. Doesn't look like it, but we might. I don't know. So with that being said, guys, stay safe, stay in cash for now, and of course, if you are experienced traders, you know, and if you're comfortable shorting the market or not, start looking at strategies, do your due diligence on how to do that the best, of course. And one more thing I want to say before I go is that my alerts are my alerts, right? Which means I put my money where my mouth is, and that is what you are getting, right? I can't tell you if you're going to make a profit or a loss, especially with where the market is right now, but I can tell you what I think is happening with the purchases that I make. All right, because I got a few of you who asked me questions on that. So, they're here to tell you guys what I am doing with my stocks. And with that being said, I will see you guys later today. I'm going to do an update on the portfolio. Things are not looking too good. 78 number, very close to it, in fact. And at 377, we are in free fall mode. Okay, let me just take a look at Gen before we go and see what GEN is looking like. Gen was looking good. And there was one more stock that we wanted to look at. Just give me a second, guys. It's loading. Okay, so Gen is also in. Well, we did have a hit with the individual stock. Okay, so we'll continue to look at all of this. And like I said, I'm going to give you guys alerts as soon as I make a trade, or if I make a trade today. And I'm looking to make a trade in the next 24 minutes. So the first trade I think I'm going to make is 30 minutes after market.